Hello and welcome to Cine Creation. My name's Ben.
And I'm James.
And today we're having a look at the new Kharadron Overlords. So recently they brought out a snippet for the new Kharadron Overlords. And James has been super excited about this.
Yes. Yeah. I love Dwarfs. I've always loved Dwarfs. There's something about it. And of all the factions, I didn't think I'd be excited for it. Not had an idea what I wanted to do for Age of Sigmar. I mean, I did Chaos Dwarfs, Zench, but this being revealed and being completely unexpected. I knew there was a Dwarf or Dowardin faction of some kind, but this is just Steampunk Pirate Dwarfs. Is everything I thought I didn't know I wanted.
Yeah. It's safe to say both of us will be doing an army at some point. Maybe Dwarven Fleet Battles will be on the channel.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. So we're going to have a look at each of the units in turn, because no rules have been released for them yet. No release dates at the moment. So we'll have a look and we'll sort of speculate on what we think will come out.
But first of all, let's take a look at the brief cover of the actual battle tome, because that dwarf is holding a clockwork cutlass.
Why does it need to be clockwork?
I think the better question is, why not?
Yeah, okay, why not?
But yeah, anyway, moving on.
The artwork's definitely gotten a lot better.
It has, yes. And they've got a really clear direction for Age of Sigmar now. A very different direction to the old fantasy.
Yeah, very high fantasy rather than Tolkien.
Yes.
So, without further ado, we're going to move on to the first unit. So the first unit we're going to have a look at are called Arcanaut Company, which I presume are like the basic troops of the faction. So what do you think of them, James?
Well, they're dwarfy.
Yeah. It looks like their normal equipment is a pistol and a close combat weapon. So it's likely they'll probably like hit on fours, wound on fours, something around that. Maybe have a short range shooting attack, probably 8-inch range. And then there seems to be 3 different special weapons.
There is a minigun, which seems to be clockwork. Typical.
Yeah, maybe it shoots clockwork swords, like the other one.
Clockwork section.
Got some sort of like whaling spear, a harpoon gun.
Now, although you've got those 3 specialist weapons, which are all awesome in itself, the fact that I first thought the champion, who I imagine is the champion, is holding a pickaxe and then realised it's an anchor, makes this even better, because why would a skyship need an anchor?
Yeah. But I do like his pistol, it's got like 3 barrels to it. But yeah.
And he's got a little compass on his pouch.
So they're probably able to take 1 special weapon per 3 guys, maybe?
It would make sense with the whole Dwarven. I need to stop using Dwarven. They're Dowardin now. Idea of technology and them having access to more specialist weapons, easier than other factions, might be a good racial feature for them to have.
Well, I hope the Gatling gun type thing is similar to like the ones the Skaven have, so you have like completely randomised shots.
Yes, that's superior.
So, yeah, obviously it would have to be more accurate because Skaven just point it in a general direction, kind of like orcs. Harpoon I can probably one shot but does tons of damage.
Yeah, probably D3 mortal wounds to something.
Yeah. Kind of like the Stormcast moon hammer thing.
Yeah, and I have no idea what that giant whaling spear would do.
Nah, probably just stronger close combat attacks.
Yeah. I
mean, it's got quite a nasty hooked blade on the back, so if you impale someone with it and pulls it backwards.
It could be something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So these are probably the most likely thing to be battle line for the force.
Yeah.
So I can imagine having like 3 squads each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's 10-man unit, 10-man box is going to get on 20, 25, do you think?
Yeah, I can imagine it'd be about £25 around that mark. I mean, most of the new kits are like the Dryads and whatnot. So we'll move on to the next unit.
So the next unit we're going to look at are the Arcanaut Skyriggers.
So, blimp pack cavalry, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I can't think of any other word for them.
Yeah, like they've got more of that. They look like the same spear that special weapon one had.
Yes.
And the same minigun.
Minigun.
So, yeah, Gatling gun, minigun.
No.
Difference.
But the idea of a floating guy on a balloon with a minigun is just strange and amazing.
Yeah. So, I can imagine these guys are going to come, like, as I say, it's most likely going to be in boxes of 3. I can imagine they'll be like 28 quid around that mark.
Same price as the various other flying units the Stormcast have.
Yeah, I mean, you've got them, you've got pterodactyl riders, the Seraphon, stuff like that. So, I think these guys will move faster than normal dwarfs, but I don't think they'll be as fast as other people's cavalry.
Part of me is hoping they have randomised movement somehow. The idea of these balloon people just floating around slightly.
Maybe like your movement is like the normal 4 you have for a dwarf plus a d6 or something would be good. I mean, the pistols look a bit different.
They do, and they seem to be attached to power points.
Yeah.
Perhaps they fire a gas or something, like a steam pistol.
Yeah, or maybe like similar sort of design to like the pistols that the Skitarii elite guys have got, like the Fleche pistols.
My favourite thing about this faction, and I'll talk about this more later, is the fact that the balloons they use are metal.
Yeah, one wonders how they fly.
Magic, apparently.
Yeah,
Dwarven
steam
magic.
I haven't got to explain, anything. But yeah, these units I can also imagine are going to be battle line if you have allegiance to the Overlords. So
that sounded a bit sinister there, then.
The Overlords.
I would pledge my allegiance to these guys.
Anything dwarven.
Yeah.
So let's go on to the next unit. So this unit's called Grunstock Thunderers, and the first thing that comes to mind are the 40k flash kits for orcs, just tons of weird looking guns.
And each model is fairly individual.
Yeah.
They all have different heads. They're neat. That's all I can say, really.
So I imagine all the guns would have the same profile. Maybe the champion and one of them have got a different profile.
I'm not sure, actually. Because you've got what looks to be an old organ gun, which is probably going to be D6 shots, maybe. A hand cannon. A bigger hand cannon.
I mean, that one at the top left looks
it's like
a flamer.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's got a temperature gauge.
Yeah.
And a fuel pack.
The champion guy looks like he's got some sort of railgun.
Yes, a steam railgun. And a parrot.
Yeah.
A cyber parrot.
Maybe does spotting for him, gives him plus one hit or something. I mean, I noticed the one on the middle right has a banner, so I can imagine these guys get bravery bonuses.
Yes.
Or some sort of bonus to their gunfire. Which is strange, because we didn't see a banner in the other units.
No.
Or a musician, so maybe they're steering away from them.
Yeah. Yes. No. Question is, you look at the champion.
Mm-hmm.
His helmet seems to have a little, or is that his backpack? Seems to have a little tiny.
Oh yeah,
like an oil refinery.
Yeah, I can see it's on his backpack. I mean, his helmet looks like a hard hat. Like
it does.
You could paint it yellow.
They used to almost remind me of the miners in some of their designs.
Yeah.
Perhaps they're going to follow a similar way or pattern.
I'm trying to work out if they're on. Are they 32s or are those Terminator size bases?
I think they're going to be 32mm.
Yeah. So price wise, I think these are going to be about 25, similar to the elites that they had for Fire Slayers.
Yes, yeah.
And probably another unit that's going to be battle line if you've got allegiance. Probably more likely these than the Sky Riggers.
Yes, I'm noticing that there's quite a similarity to the Dowden Engineer kit, or in the old days, Grimbullets.
Yeah. Well, you can still get that kit.
Yeah, so I wonder if he's going to feature in this faction.
Yeah.
In the model, at least.
Because he was in the new Silver Tower-esque thing, Warhammer
Yes, he
Quest.
was, yes.
Yeah.
So they're definitely steering towards Steampunk Dowden. Steamhead Dowden.
Yeah. I'm happy that there's a steampunk faction in Warhammer now.
I mean, Dwarfs always had that aspect, but they've really upped the ante on them. Before it was just gyrocopters and gyrobombers, and now it's just everything.
Well, those could even be in this list.
They must be.
Yeah.
They're just not advertising them because they're an old model.
Yeah, they might get repackaged with a better base.
Yeah, they need it.
So we're going to have a look at the first of the characters. So this is called an Archanaut Admiral. Now I imagine this is kind of like your basic commander regardless of
it looks like
what faction you're doing. So first thing I've noticed is he's got like another Gatling type pistol.
And a beard kneecap.
A beard kneecap, yeah. And one hench massive hammer.
Yeah. Now, there is only one thing, an issue I have with this. The only issue so far. Where's his pirate hat?
Yeah.
Although he has a large collar.
Yeah, he has an amazing flamboyant collar to go with his steampunk armour.
Although the urge to sculpt little tiny powdered wigs on top of them.
Yeah. I mean, what's more dwarven than having 3 beards on your model? One on the knee, one on his face, and one on his shoulder pad.
Yep.
And who knows, that backpack might even have a beard.
And there might be one on the tip of the hammer.
Yeah, good point. But yeah, there's like a bicycle chain going round the side of the hammer.
I'm very confused. What is the purpose of this? Does the hammer rotate constantly?
Steampunk.
Yeah. Alright, that explains everything.
So I imagine he's got Gatling shots with his pistol. The hammer's going to be nails, probably hits on 3s, wins on 2s. I'm going to say a 3-up save because I doubt they'll give a 2-up save to a normal guy. As far as command abilities and stuff are concerned, I wouldn't know.
No.
Because without seeing faction-specific special rules, I wouldn't know how he'd complement them.
No, absolutely. I mean, no idea how this faction's actually going to play. Because I'm still stuck in the past with Dwarfs, which almost seems poetic at the moment.
Well, I assume they're going to be a bit faster than normal Dwarfs with all the airships and jumping cavalry. But only time will tell.
Yep.
Okay, so move on to the next leader. Okay, so this character seems to be the only named character in the book, and he's called Brock Grungson.
And he's just fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, cannon blimp backpack.
I like how he almost seems as if he's just stopped resisting the fact that he's aimlessly floating around. His legs are dangling in the air.
I mean, I'm confused as to why he's got robotic feet on his normal feet.
They're landing gears.
Oh, okay.
They must be.
Yeah. I mean, he's got an organ gun sort of pistol for his fist. So, I imagine that's probably similar in rules, but probably half the shots.
Yes.
Considering it's only got 3 barrels to what's normally 5 or 6. First chainsaw in Age of Sigmar.
We have a chainsaw.
Yeah. So, that's probably... Again, probably hits on 3s, wins on 3s, probably high rend and high damage.
He has a cannon above his head, which does not rank high in clever decisions.
No. I mean, I hope that's the exact same rules for a normal cannon that Dwarfs can take, or the other Steam factions can take. Just shooting a cannon would be hilarious.
Yes, it would be. And he's probably deaf.
Yeah. I mean... He's got these 2 little indents either side of his beard. I hope they're not like tiny pistol holes in his beard helmet thing.
I think they might be.
Yeah. You shoot people with your beard. That is incredibly dwarfy though.
Yes it is. And I love how he seems to be controlling it with his arms. Moving his arms controls the direction. Because if he's going to be in combat, and he's moving his arms around to fight...
Yeah. I mean, this is the dwarven equivalent of a Wraith Knight. or a one of the Grey Knight guys, I forget the name.
Your Nemesis Dread Knight.
That's the one.
In a baby carrier.
Yeah.
Just flying with a dwarven metal blimp.
Oh, well this guy opens it up for conversions for if you wanted to convert a dwarven Nemesis Dread Knight, you could put him in the seat.
I've got one word then.
Yeah.
squats.
Yeah, squats.
Just need a land train. I sincerely hope that another Dawodin faction is released with steam trains.
Yeah. Well, you've got your Chaos Dwarfs.
No, they're great, but they're not steam trains. Not true steam trains. I'm talking top hats, monocles,
Terry Pratchett,
Yeah.
standard of steam train. Yeah.
coal.
So I think this guy's going to be quite a few points, probably around the 200 mark. I don't think he's going to be on par with other monster type fighters, but I think he's going to have more use outside of combat,
Yeah.
like support fire. I mean, he's got 2 guns, maybe 3 if those things in his beard are guns. But yeah, I think he's more of a support character than a
No, definitely.
big combat one. I mean, he definitely wouldn't be able to take on like Archeon or Ilariel.
If he can, that would just be funny.
Yeah. But I think the boats, which we'll get onto later, will have more chance of taking down them.
Yes, I think that's the point they exist.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next unit. So this character's called an Endrin Master, and we've noticed that he's got a furnace-powered hammer. So yeah, another guess at, you know, like hits on 3s, wounds on 2s, -2 rend,
Yep.
2 or 3 damage.
And dislocated arms for the Dawodin.
Yeah. Now, it looks like this guy's some sort of mechanic, because he's got like a visor that seems to have flipped up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
hope
it.
you can flip that down, because I think that would look awesome as well.
And I like the fact that he's got goggles that he can wear over his goggles.
Yeah, and an anvil backpack, because you have to be, you know, swole to be a dwarf.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think he's going to be a mechanic role,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fix the ships mainly.
What I think is, I wonder if you can attach for these characters, or even embark on these airships.
Yeah.
Because there seems to be, we'll talk about this more when we see the ships, but there seems to be a way for you to put the characters on the ships, and I wonder if they'll give them different abilities, depending on the character you put on them.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of them probably come free with the ship, maybe you
Yes,
assemble
or
them.
probably or they all do.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the next character. So we're going on to the first of the 2 characters that I think are definitely on the back of the ship.
Yep.
So this one is called an Etheric Navigator. Now, I assume in game terms this guy is going to not be a wizard, but the same as a support character.
Yes.
So he's going to have like priest-like abilities or something similar. I doubt we'll be able to fix the ships and whatnot.
Now, given that a lot of the Dawodin units are on some sort of airship or balloon, if they do have random movement, perhaps this guy will give a bonus or possible reroll to rolling that.
Yeah. Either that or he gives a buff to shooting, like pick a unit
Yeah.
within this file, they get +1 to there.
Yes, that's probably more likely.
Yeah. I mean, the weapons could have some sort of like united profile, kind of like how in
Yeah.
40k you've got like Gauss weapons and stuff. So you could be like, I don't know, like steam weapons get +1 within this range, sort of thing. The model's really nice. Not sure about the beard.
I
But,
am not sure what is going on with this miniature at all.
No.
He seems to be holding a periscope, which he seems to see through this gyroscope ball, which is connected to the periscope. What if they navigate through the mortal realms and through the different spheres?
Yeah, it's like you can see into different realms. I don't know what I'm doing. Fly here.
Fly to the realm of fire.
But yeah, he looks like the first of the 2 characters to go on the ships, which we'll have
Yes.
a look at in a minute. Let's go on to the second character. So this is the second character I think's on the back of the ships, and this guy's called an Aether Chemist. Now I'm assuming that's some sort of flamethrower or, you know, like bio-weapon type thing.
Yes, it looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, maybe shots like really...
Or
like-
maybe, given it looks like a colander, maybe it shoots steamed broccoli.
Yeah, or just the steam. I mean, the broccoli could be for lunch later on the ship, just the steam kills them.
Are you implying that dwarfs eat broccoli?
Why wouldn't they? They need something to go with the wild boar.
True. I just don't. Do these dwarfs live underground still?
Probably not. I imagine it's quite difficult to fly underground.
I don't know. Some cabins are pretty big.
But yeah, this is another like crazy looking backpack on this guy. So maybe these guys have some sort of like with Clan Scryer for Skaven, they've got like an overcharge ability for the people with the high-powered backpacks.
Oh yeah.
So maybe they do the same for this, like you can pump the steam up higher to get more damage, but you might explode. But yeah, he's got a gauge on him, so he's probably got some sort of support ability as well, unless it's just for decoration.
Possibly just for decoration.
Yeah, I quite like the helmet on this one, where he's got like the dial that spins round.
Yes, and what looks to be a fuel-powered beard.
Yeah. And you don't have a fuel-powered beard?
No, sadly.
Oh.
My beard's just red.
Well, soon you will have a fuel-powered beard, because you'll have bought all of these.
Yeah, I will. And hopefully there comes with a glorious collector's edition with brand new dice and everything, so I can buy everything.
Yep.
That's my plan.
Okay, so we're going to have a look at the first of the 3 airships now. So this looks similar in size to like a gyro bomber, so I would imagine it's going to be like the £30 mark. But this one's called a Grunstock Gun Hauler.
I just love that name.
Yeah.
The name itself is amazing.
I mean, I love the fact it's got a giant blimp with 2 little propellers either side.
Now this is one of the things they teased a while ago with the whole rumour engine and Warhammer community, from the beard there and the dome itself. So this was the first insight we had into the faction, though there was much speculation.
No, weapon-wise, again, it's got a cannon on the front, so...
And bombs?
And bombs at the back, and then it's got a little gun above the cannon.
Yep.
So, I imagine most of these airships, although they're not going to move as fast as other flying units, I think they're going to be more durable and more deadly.
Yes, yeah.
Like, I can't see these things moving above 8 inches, but anything they fly over is going to get a bad time.
Especially if that anchor does anything.
Yeah. I mean, they might want to tether themselves to the floor.
And stop.
And stop. Maybe that's a rule.
Now
maybe if they put their anchor down, they're more accurate.
Yes,
Who
maybe.
knows?
Or maybe they actually have to move every turn, unless they drop their anchors.
Yeah, in the same direction. Maybe they can only turn like 90 degrees. But yeah, I think these things are going to have a lot higher save than most flying units. Like, I can't imagine them having below a 3 up.
No, definitely.
No.
No. In terms of beard count,
we have, from what we can see, 4 beard, I think.
Yes. So we're going to rank this on the 4 beard of the airships.
Yep. So this airship has 4 out of 5 beards.
Yes.
Okay. So let's have a look at the next size up airship.
Yep.
So the next largest ship is called the Archanaut Frigate. I imagine this is going to be around the £50 mark.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. We're giving it a 5 out of 5 beards because there's 5 beards on it.
Yep.
That is a giant harpoon on the front.
Yes. Yes, it is. This is going to be a monster killer.
Yeah. Like, I've noticed it's got 2 guns at the sides at the bottom near the figurehead. A giant harpoon. I can't see any other guns, but there's a sighter at the top. Maybe he does something.
Yeah, it could also be for decoration, but likely he has a purpose.
Yeah, maybe a support role. I can imagine the guns at the sides at the bottom are more like autocannon standard, medium strength, couple of shots. The harpoon, be amazing if when the harpoon hits a monster or something, it can drag the ship towards it.
Yes,
maybe increase its speed or drag the monster towards the ship.
Especially since it has a pointed ram.
Yeah. Like, airship battles are going to be so fun with this faction.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So in conclusion, we got 5 out of 5 beards.
Yeah, this is getting too beardy.
Yeah, I think this is going to be about 200 points again, maybe.
Yeah. And I want 7.
So the final airship for the range is called the Archanaut Ironclad. Now this model looks absolutely huge, like on the standard of Ilariel and Archeon.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the centerpiece model for the faction.
Yeah, and I can imagine it's going to be around 80 to 90 quid. I'm going to give it 6 out of 5 beards because there's 6 beards.
I'm thinking 7.
Yeah. Now it seems to have 4 of the gun that the previous ship had on either side.
Yeah.
And instead of the giant harpoon, it's got a minigun. But maybe that's a set like type of 3 weapons, like you get special weapons.
Yeah.
Maybe you get to pick which one you have on the front.
Yes, I think so.
So there seems to be a theme in the range of having either a harpoon, a minigun, or a
yeah, I agree. Now, there seems to be, on the top, on the crow's nest, or the beard's nest, there seems to be the navigator we looked at earlier.
Yeah.
So perhaps this comes with one of the 3 characters, or one of the 2 characters,
Yeah.
and then you get the other on foot, as we
Yeah.
see with many of James Orchard's kits recently.
Yeah. Now, what I'm wondering is if these are going to be like the first transport vehicles in
Yeah,
Age of Sigmar.
yeah, because there seems to be enough room, maybe, to put people on the hull.
Yeah. But even just rules-wise, like
Yeah.
transporting 10 guys.
That's going to be a completely different mechanic to any other faction in Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, because I think this thing must have a 3-episode or a 2-episode.
Yeah.
Like, I doubt it's got much movement and durability. It probably moves 10 at the most.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look easily swayed by...
No.
I mean, the whole thing's made of metal, so...
Yeah.
So, and the amount of conversions this range is going to open up for people, like, it would take a bit of filing work maybe, but converting this model into like a ship for a Nurgle fleet or a Dark Elf fleet would be awesome. But I'd have to cut off the bottom to put it in water, and I really wouldn't want to do that. But,
no.
Yeah, just this range in general looks awesome. And this one, like the other one, has got bombs on the back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's six on the side, probably 6 on the other side.
Yeah. So, in conclusion to this, I give it 7 out of 5 beards.
Yeah, 7 out of 5 beards?
Yeah.
Alright. So, looking through all this range, I've been thoroughly impressed. Like, I'm really happy with the look of the faction, and I want to buy tons of the models.
Yes, it's a completely new direction for Age of Sigmar.
So, I've been Ben.
And I've been James.
And we'll see you next time.
Yes, and thank you for watching.